21 grammar, which is comparative and superlative adjectives and also adverbs. I hope you enjoy your time with me, inshallah. Let's start with comparatives. Comparatives are used to show the differences between two objects, two persons, places, or animals. So here, comparatives means you compare between two, okay, either in persons or objects, places, or animals, okay? Example, if I said that, let's say that I have two cars. I have a little Toyota and a big Ford. So the comparative will be like that. The Ford is bigger than the Toyota. The Toyota is smaller than the Ford. So here I am comparing between two, the Ford and Toyota. Okay, so Ford bigger than Toyota, or Toyota is smaller than the Ford. If you look at these two examples here, what did we do? What did you do to the adjective? Bigger, smaller than. So what did you do? To learn to use these, we need to learn 5 basic rules. What are they? Rule number 1, if an adjective has one syllable, we add the ending er to the adjective. Okay? Then we use than. Example, small plus er will be smaller than. Hard plus er will be harder than. Example, here I'm comparing between two, the ant and the hippo. Okay, so if I'd like to compare between them in the adjective small, it will be the ant is smaller than the hippo. Okay, or also we can say the hippo is bigger than the ant. Okay, this is number 1. Number 2, if a one syllable adjective end with a vowel plus a consonant, vowel plus consonant. Okay, vowel plus consonant, what do we do? You must double the last consonant or the last letter, then add er. Then add what? Add er. Okay, example. Here's the adjective big. Big ends with I, which is vowel, plus G, which is consonant. Fat, A vowel, T consonant. Thin, I vowel, N consonant. Hot, O vowel, T consonant. So, if one syllable adjective, or in other words, we can say short adjectives, consist only, okay, of one syllable. Big will be bigger than, so double G E R. Fat, fatter than, double T E R. Thin, thinner than, okay, double N E R. Hot, hotter than, double T E R. Okay, understood rule number 2. Now let's turn to rule number 3. If an adjective ends with Y, okay, what will you do? It's very easy. Remove Y or cancel or drop Y, add I, then ER. So drop Y, add I, ER. Like happy ends with Y. Drop Y, add IER. Happier than. Funny, funnier than. Heavy, heavier than. So we drop Y and then add IER. Example, the girl is happier than the dog. So all of this is comparative. We compare between the girl and the dog. In the adjective happy, what did we do? It's very easy. Drop Y, add IER. So the girl is happier than the dog. Or we can say the dog is sadder. Okay, sad, the opposite of the adjective happy. Okay, yes, this is rule number 3. It's very easy. Okay, number 4. Rule number 4, if an adjective has 2 syllables or more, or we can say it's a long adjective, consists of 2 syllables or more. Okay, example, Mr. It's okay. Beautiful. Here's the word beautiful. Beautiful. 3 syllables, so it's long. We can't add the er to it. Okay, mister, what can we do? We use more. طب how? We use more before the long adjective. So more, beautiful than. Expensive also. Can we see expensiver, beautifuler, interestinger? So we can't. Okay, so in order to make the pronunciation easy, okay, we, instead of adding er to the adjective, only we use more before it. So more beautiful than, okay, more beautiful than, and so on. More expensive than, more interesting than, and so on. Okay, mister, could you give me an example? It's very easy. Look here. What this? Frog. Excellent. And this? Yes, butterfly. So I want to compare between them in the adjective beautiful. So beautiful. First, you must ask yourself if this adjective is short or long. Beautiful is long adjective, so we use more beautiful than. So the butterfly is more beautiful than the frog. Okay? Yes. Rule number 5. There are a few exceptions. Exceptions means we don't use er than or more than and so on. Like, for example, good will be better than. Bad, don't say better, wrong, it's worse than. Far, farther than, and so on. Okay, and so this. So remember, when using comparative, you must always follow it with the word than. Okay, so in brief, comparative, short adjective plus er plus than, smaller than, bigger than, smaller than, and so on, fatter than, okay, happier than. Long adjective, only add more before the adjective, like this, more beautiful than, and so on. Okay, yes, excellent. Now, ready? Yeah, superlatives. Superlatives, comparing between one and the group. Okay, one and a group, or one and more than one. Superlatives are used to show the differences between more than two objects or two persons or places or animals and so on. Let's say that I have 3 cars, for example. Now I am rich. Last example is 2 cars, now became 3, no problem. Okay, yes, I wish you so and so on. Let's say that I have 3 cars. I have a little Toyota, medium-sized Jeep, a big Ford. So the superlative will be like this. The Ford is bigger, is the biggest. The Toyota is the smallest. So here I'm comparing Ford and the other cars, Toyota and the other cars. Okay, so when we compare between one and 2 or more, so it's called superlative. Okay, to learn to use superlative, also we need to learn 5 basic rules. Like comparative, very easy. But in brief, we can say that we use the plus short adjective plus est, and this is rule number 1. If an adjective has 1 syllable, we add the ending est to the adjective. Small, the smallest. Hard, the hardest. Okay, example, I want to compare between the ant and the other insects or animals, so on. We can say the ant is the smallest. Okay, yes, excellent. Now let's turn to rule number 2. If 1 syllable adjective ends with a vowel plus consonant, as we said before, like big, fat, thin, and so on, only we add double the last letter or the consonant, okay, before adding est. So big, it will be the biggest, double G-E-S-T. Fat, A is vowel, T is consonant, so it will be the fattest. What would it do? Yes, double T-E-S-T. Okay, let's look at this animal. Oh, the hippo. Have you seen the hippo before? Yes. Okay. The hippo is the fattest, the biggest, and so on. So here I comparing between the hippo and all the other animals. So it's a superlative. Yeah, excellent. Rule number 3, if an adjective ends with EY, remove or drop Y, also add I, then EST. Okay, happy, it will be the happiest. Yes, remove Y, add IEST. Funny, the funniest. Yes, excellent. Remove Y, add IEST. Here, oh, the elephant, yes, is the heaviest. Means the heaviest animal. So here I'm comparing between the elephant and the others, okay, animals. Now, rule number 4, if an adjective has 2 syllables or more, add the word most before the word. So, now, long adjective. Long adjective, more than 1 syllable, like beautiful, expensive, satisfactory, and so on. Beautiful, it will be like what? We use the most plus long adjective. Beautiful, it will be the most beautiful. Expensive will be the most expensive. Satisfactory will be the most satisfactory, and so on. Example, if I said the airplane is the most expensive, means I comparing between the plane and all the other means of transport, between the airplane and the bus, the car, okay, donkey, camel, maybe like this. Okay, yes, excellent. Now rule number 5, also we have exceptions like comparative. Good, we said better than. Here it will be the best. Bad, it was worse than. Excellent, yes, it will be the worst. Far, it will farther than. Here it will be the farthest, and so on. Okay, understood? Yes. Also remember, when using superlative, you must always precede it with the word the. Most plus long adjective, or the plus short adjective plus est. Like the smallest, the biggest, the most handsome, the most expensive. Here most, because handsome and expensive are long adjective. Here short adjective, funny, so it will be the funniest. Okay, yes, excellent guys. Now we explained superlative and the comparative. Okay, now let's answer our book, reader's notebook. All of you, I want to be ready. Open reader's notebook, page 283. Now all of you can pause the video and open your book, be ready, look at your book and pay attention to me, and let's answer. Very easy, we explained all of this in details. Write the comparative. So comparative here, I think that spring feels warm than winter. Pay attention. Here we have a keyword which is than. If you have than, add er to short adjective or add more before long adjective. Okay, so I think that spring feels warmer, add er. Number 2, my dog seems hungry, but your dog looks, here I compare between my dog and your dog. So here, hungry, the adjective, it will be, yes, ends with y. Yes, I listened, someone said the student. Excellent, my dear student. Drop y, add I-E-R. It will be hungrier. Excellent. Number 3, Mary is short, but Sandy is, yes, Mary and Sandy in the adjective short, so it will be shorter, add er to short. Her song is lovely, but I think your song is, okay, or sounds lovelier. Some students are confused with this adjective. Lovely, Mr. It's long or short. No, it's short. Okay, but ends with y. Drop y at IER. Exercise 5 to 8 writes a comparative form, also comparative, but here we have long adjective: miserable, efficient, comfortable, delicious. Long. Okay, so long adjective, add more before the adjective. So number 5, Sally felt more miserable. Miserable means sad. Okay, more miserable. Number 6, the company is efficient. So it will be, we have, pay attention, we have than here. Okay, the keyword. Yes, so it will be more efficient than. More efficient than. Number 7, where do you feel comfortable sitting here? So it will be, yes, more comfortable. So add here more before comfortable. Number 8, tonight's dinner tastes delicious. So the word or the adjective delicious is long, so add more before it. It will be more delicious than. Okay, understand? I hope you understood this. It's okay. The answer, you can write down the answer now, because if you can't follow me, yes, here, warmer. Number 2, hungrier. 3, shorter. 4, lovelier. Drop y at IER. Number 5, more miserable. Number 6, more efficient. Number 7, more comfortable. Number 8, more delicious. Okay, understood, guys? Yes. Now let's move to page 284. 284 also about superlative. Superlative. Okay, we add the short adjective plus est, or the most plus est, the most plus long adjective. Okay, yes, let's answer. Okay, let's answer number 1. A rose is pretty, but Tom thinks an orchid is. Here I'm comparing between two, orchid and rose, so it's comparative. So comparative, ask yourself, yeah, pretty, short or long? Pretty, one syllable, so excellent. Yes, it's a short adjective. So what we'll do here, y, drop y, add IER, it will be prettier, prettier. Number 2, Susan says that of all flowers, when I say of all, so it's a superlative. So Peony is the prettiest, prettiest. Drop y at IEST. Number 3, this job is the. If you have the, so it's a superlative. Ask yourself, yeah, bright, short or long? Excellent, short, so add est, brightest, brightest, brightest. Number 4, Carrie told him that lavender smells what? Most wonderful. Why, it's here superlative, and wonderful, it isn't a short adjective, it's long, more than one syllable, so we are going to add here most plus wonderful. Number 5, trees grow the tall of all plants. As I said before, when I say of all, so it's superlative. Yes, tall, short, so we add est, it will be the tallest. Okay, now let's see the answer to write down them. Number 1, prettier. Number 2, prettiest. 3, brightest. 4, most wonderful. 5, tallest. Okay, yes, excellent. Now page 285. Here, comparative and superlative forms of adverb. No problem, no difference between comparative, superlative of adjective and adverb. The same. What you did with with adjectives, you are going to do with adverbs. Okay. If short adverb in comparative, add er than. Long, it will be more long adverb than. Superlative, it will be short adverb, okay, before plus est, okay, like soon, sooner, the soonest. Here, promptly, it's long, so it will be more promptly than, or the most promptly, okay. Yes, now use comparative or superlative adverb for each blank below. Use the list on the right to help you complete the sentences. So you are going to complete or fill in the gaps, okay, with word from the list. Louder, loudest, more quickly, most quickly, more completely, most completely, closer, closest, harder, hardest, faster, fastest, and so on. Number one, although many musicians were loud, Donald played the trumpet. Yes? Here I said many musicians, so I am going, it will be comparative superlative. Yes, excellent, superlative. So it will be loudest, loudest, this one, loudest, okay. Number two, Sarah could add numbers, space, then. So then here, brother, we have then, so it's comparative. Yes. What is the suitable adverb? It's more quickly. The second one, more quickly. So Sarah could add numbers more quickly than her brother. Okay. Now number three, Jerry ran with than his best friend. So we have than. So it's comparative. Comparative. Okay. So we are going to choose. Yes, excellent. Faster, faster. This one, faster. Jerry ran faster than his best friend. Number four, of all my friends. As I said, when I say of all, it's superlative. Carmen lives. Yes, superlative. Yes, excellent. Closest. Close means near, means the nearest. Okay. Yeah, excellent. Number five, Marty worked the space on the project. On the project, then we have then, okay, his partner, okay. Yes, it's comparative, so harder, harder, excellent. Worked harder than his partner. Number six, Jeremy answers the question space of the three contestants. Yes, three contestants, so it's comparative superlative. Yeah, excellent, superlative. So superlative, so the correct answer is yes, most completely, most completely, most completely. Okay, now we have finished the exercise. The answer again to write down. Number one, loudest. Number two, more quickly. Three, faster. Four, closest. Five, harder. Six, most completely. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my lesson. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to do your homework, okay? Thank you very much.